I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a afternoon.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Straight 15. Straight 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And incomplete to open things up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Shorty. Down the man inside. Down the man.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Sunday. 5-7.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jones. Off play action. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 13 yards that time at a first.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
Detroit!
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field. So they might want to run the ball. What happened on that play? It had manageable, they've got a chance at a first.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Carson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They go play action here on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 74 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. They'll start out on the ground with Carson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Gun!
Jones now off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he finds a man on a crossing route. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Penny, a first down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here's a give to Penny. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
Throwing Jones. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
81, 81. 81, 81. That's it. 82, 82. Over here, over here.
Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That's it. Great. Great 15. Great 15.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
That's it.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. This one left side caught by Patterson. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
Great 15. That's it.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A handoff to Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
Off play action. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Jones on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Rashad Penny. He will push his way down to about the 14. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The pitch goes to Penny. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Penny. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Great. Ram. Two jet.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jones now. Off play action. Looking deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's Penny. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jones. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the Seahawks on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And a punt team on now as this one's sent away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wentz going to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. That's it.
Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Zach Brown in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Shorty.
On second down, here's Wentz. Open man right side is Shark. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. Right?
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Frank Clark getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Jones To throw on second down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll run with Penny, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
Now Jones operating from the gun. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Here's Jones off the play fake. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny, and a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. He's at the 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the run, it's Penny. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
82.
They fake the give. Now Wentz being chased out left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st down, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Josh Hawkins with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Jones now in desperation. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up. Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it. And on the other side, get that hands team ready. No doubt about it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good. Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue. Yeah, but still a one-piece. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds. Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game. Wentz now to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wentz to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
81. Down the man inside. Down the man.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll look to throw. Stiff-armed him. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
It's another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back.